Hello, good morning, students. Yesterday we have seen second part of Robert Browning's poem Rabbi Ben Ezra. Today we will study third part of this poem. As I have told you, the poem was written in 1864 and it was in published in 1864. Okay, and as, again I have told you that uh, Robert Browning was an important literary figure of Victorian English literature. He was a poet of the Victorian age who was highly regarded in his time. After his death came a period when critics questioned his poetry in the 20th century and his popularity declined. Okay, so I have told you this also that Rabbi Ben Ezra was a poem, clearest expression of Robert Browning's optimistic philosophy of life. Rabbi Ben Ezra is the narrator here. He is a real 20th century Jewish scholar. What he says here is that in youth, men gather experience. In old age, he used his experience to control his nature and behavior. Through man's struggle in youth, uh, though his mistakes, he come to the spiritual understanding of God, the universe, and man's place in the whole scheme of things. What counts in the reality is not what he has achieved, but what his attention is. His aspiration count, and also how much effort he put in to achieve his goal. He may not be successful in the worldly sense, but if he afford the striving is genuine, then that is all matters. It is the glorification of failure. Now come to the third part of this poem, and I will read out stanza wise and then I'll explain it. So next stanza. So still within this life, though lifted over its strife, let me descend, compare, pronounce at last. The rage was right in the main, that acquaintance vain. The future I may face, now I have proved the past. Here the poet says that, okay, so still within this life, through lifted over its strife, whatever the efforts we have done, the poet descend them, compare them, pronounce at the last, and rage was right in the main, that acquaintance vain. The future I may face, now I have proved the past. Now the poet has proved the past, that what his past was and what the future will be. So next stanza, for more it is reserved to men with soul just nerved to act tomorrow what he learns today. Here work enough to watch the master work and catch hint of the proper craft, trick of tools to play. So for more is not reserved to men with soul just nerve to act tomorrow what he learns today. Whatever our soul learns today, it will be more useful for tomorrow. Whatever we will do today, that will be the for our future. And the work, whatever the work we have watched or work is mastered, is watched by God, and then we catch a proper craft, tricks of tools, truthfully we have seen God's true sense, and then it is God who decides our paths. Okay, next stanza is, as it was better, youth should strive, though act uncouth toward making, then repose on aught found made, so better is exempt from strife, should know, then tempt. Further, thou waitest is wait death, nor be afraid. So again in this stanza, Robert Browning says that we should wait old age, wait death, not be afraid. We should not afraid of the death, but we should await. We should be waitful for death. Why? As it was better. You should, a young man should always try his best. Though his act are unquote, his acts, his activities, his works may be unquote word making, then repose on the old foundation. So better is exempt. This is the better that in old age we should exempt from strife. We should stop our uh, efforts and then tempt further. So who whoever wait for old age, he should not afraid of the death, because death is not uh, a thing to be afraid. Come to the next stanza. Enough now, if the right and good and infinite be named here, as thou callest thy hand thy own, with knowledge absolute, subject to no dispute, from fools that crowded youth, nor let thee feel alone. Now come to the this stanza. Enough now, if the right and good and infinite be named here. The poet says that it is enough now. And if the right and good are infinite, be named here, as thou callest thy hand thy own, with knowledge absolute, subject to no dispute, from fools that crowd youth, nor let them feel alone. Whoever feels fool during his uh, youth age, so no one should be feel alone, because God is always with us. This is God which always remains with us, so nobody should be felt alone. Now come to the next one is be there for once and all. See what great minds from small announce to each his station in the past. Was I the word assigned? Were they my soul disdained? Right. Let age speak the truth and give us peace at last. So come to this stanza, be there for once and all, for every time we should be there. Seaward great minds from small, announce to each his station in the past. This great seaward mind from the small, they announce to each, and they announce their station, their position, that what a particular man was in his past time. Then the poet says, was I was the word assigned. I was as it was assigned to me. And they were my soul distance. Right? Whatever they were, right? Let age speak the truth. Now this line is very important. Let age speak the truth. Old age speak the truth. Whatever you were, whatever you will be, this is to be told by your age, by your uh, old age, and give us peace at last. And this is the old age which gives us peace at the last time, last moment of our life. This is death. Without death, we never remain in peace. Only in death we are in peace, and this give us eternal peace. Come to the next stanza, and that is now. Who shall attribute, uh, arbitrate, then men love what I had. Son with I follow, slight was I receive. Ten, who in ears and eyes match me. We all surmise they this thing and I that. Whom shall my soul believe? Now this is again a very obscure stanza. Now what shall arbitrate? Ten men love what I have, and son what I follow, slight what I receive, ten who in years and match me, we all survive. No, last stanza is very important. Then they think, and I that whom shall my soul. So the whole sense of these lines is that so when the moment of death comes, the soul leaves the body. The soul has been formed by man's experience and now it is ready for the flight. In the formation of man, we can see the hands of God and get an idea of how he works. In youth, a man makes mistakes and learns from them, and old age he uses it to control his nature. Wisdom comes with age, and he should not be tempted by worldly pleasure. It is also the time when experience, wisdom, and sense of peace tell man that there is no need to be afraid of death. Age waits for death calmly. And when age comes wisdom, and we realize that everything is according to God's plan. In youth, the body works hard, and in the age, the soul feels body. So, who will give judgment of on men? The world believes that man's success is based on his achievement in the world, and Browning says this is not so. Success does not depend on achievements but on aspirations, on intent, his goals, thoughts, aims, wishes, and dream, and how hard he worked to achieve them is the matter. So, thus, according to the worldly standards, he may be failure in actually he is successful. So, again, if we say next stanza, note on the vulgar mass card, work must sentence fast. Things done that took the eye and had the price, over which from level standard the low word laid its hand, found straightway to its mind could value in price. So note in the vulgar mass, card work must sentence fast. Things are has been done and they took and they took the eye and had the price. Whatever we do, that need or concentration, need or hard labor, or which from level stand the low word laid its hand, found straightway to the mind, and could value in the price. And the next stanza is, but all the words, coarse thumb and finger failed to plumb. So past in making up main account and instinct immature, all purpose unsure. The weight not as this work yet swelled the man's amount. So the poet clearly says that worldly standard, a man may fail, but in actually he's successful. The effort he make to win his goals matters. In God's eye, these things are matter according to the standards. Man is perfect and well formed. So these are the stanzas, and thank you for today's session. In the next session, we will try to complete this poem. So thank you and